Hello and welcome to the presentation of AutoMerge for MS CRM 2011. In the beginning I will give you a quick introduction into the working principle. What it basically does is to automate document creation and processing via MS CRM workflows and dialogues. Therefore, it can be either started once an event like creating or deleting records occurs, or on the other hand on demand by just running the dialog or workflow manually on a specific record. Afterwards, AutoMerge creates a new document in the background, and some additional features allow to process the document by sending it by mail or sending it to a printer, for example. In this video, I'd like to give you a short introduction on the following scenario. Within our company, we often get phone calls by customers or potential customers that are interested in some of our add-ons. So what we want to do once a customer is calling is to create a so-called lead report, which is quite a simple Word document consisting of the name and the date of the phone call at the top, some contact information about the lead, and the reason for the call at the very bottom. So the first thing to do is actually to create the AutoMerge process. So as it's based on MS CRM processes, we just have to go to Settings, Processes, and create a new workflow for this scenario. So we click on New here, and in the following dialog we have to title the workflow, choose the basic entity which is lead in our case, and we want to create a workflow. We create a new blank process and proceed with a click on OK. So now we have quite a basic workflow setup. So what we want to do is to start the workflow once the record is created, so it should be run automatically, and we can proceed by adding steps. Next to the standard steps of CRM itself, like creating records, updating records, we've got a new option called AutoMerge Workflow at the very bottom that allows us to configure several different settings. The most important one is, of course, to create a document. The next thing to do is to title the step. I'll just name it Create Documents and proceed with a click on Set Properties. Here we have to configure the AutoMerge specific settings. The most important ones are, of course, the template to execute. So this is the document that should be used as the base layout for document creation. Next to this, the file type of the created file could be docx, could be PDF, could be an image file as well. The print to option would allow us to send the document to a network printer. So we would have to define the network printer URL here. And that's basically it. We can proceed by saving this step. Okay. The next thing we want to do is to automatically attach the document to a letter activity. So we choose Create Record by adding steps, choose Letter, and set some properties. So this is a standard CRM workflow configuration. I will just insert some default fields like the sender, which should be the user that created the lead or is working on the lead. Maybe the last name of the lead and the subject. Let's call it last name report, and the date when it was created. So choose created on. Here we go. Maybe off is better, from is better here, and we can add some text. I will just write attached. You can find the lead report from or for. Maybe first name, last name is a good combination here. Well, of course, you can define this any way you want, so it's just for demonstration purposes at this point. And I think that's it for now. We can proceed by saving this layout. What we have now is we have created a document, we have created a new letter, and now we want to attach this document to the letter. So we go to AutoMerge Workflow, Attach to Letter. Again, we can give it a name first, maybe. Let's say Attach to Letter, and proceed with a click on Set Properties then. So in there we've got only a very few options. So the first we have to do is to choose the letter to attach. And as the letter was created within the workflow, we have to go to local values and choose the step we defined before, which is create letter, and add it to this field. And the same for the document GUID. We created the document within the workflow, so it's a local value. Choose the document and proceed with a click. And that's basically it. Our workflow is configured, and mainly important, we have to activate it in order to show how it works out now. So after activation, the workflow is configured, and now every time a lead is created by any of the users within CRM, this lead report gets generated and saved to a letter activity to the lead. To give you an example, I will just create a new lead ourselves. So let's say one customer is calling and we find out that he's interested in one of our add-ons. Let's use DocumentsCorePack in our case. And within the phone call, we do gain some basic information about the customer. So, of course, first name, last name, the company he's working for. Highly important is, of course, contact information. Basically, this could be any kind of entity you use for such purposes. It could be a survey as well. As mentioned, I'll just use this example to show you how it could be used, how AutoMerge could provide a very useful feature for your company. Within the description field, I will add a reason for the phone call. Let's say we have to send some marketing material like user install guides and provide a demo license. And always important is to schedule a date for the follow-up. So let's say the follow-up should occur once the trial period ends. Okay, I think that's it. So now we just save the lead, and in the background the workflow is triggered automatically. We should see it in the workflow section actually. Okay, see, here it is. It's waiting for the result at this point. Maybe a refresh. And we can see it succeeded. It's pretty fast actually. And when we go to activities now, we do have our letter activity. And let's have a look. The fields are pre-filled as defined in the workflow configuration. And most important, we do have the document attached. So let's see how it looks like. And it looked out very well. We do have the name of the customer at the top, the contact information, and the reason for the call we just defined. Okay, that's it for now. So you can see how AutoMerge is basically working. I will provide another video where we work with dialogues, which could be a very, very helpful tool, I think. So see you there.